Last year's Selinsgrove Seals baseball team had two major storylines. One was headlined by a powerhouse senior class that propelled them to a pair of dramatic playoff wins to capture a district title. The other was the heartbreaking stories of then freshman Logan Hile and current senior Jake Nylund, both of whom have returned to the field after frightening health concerns last season.
We sat down with them probably with about 4 or 5 games to go to finish out the season, and we said, well, this is how it is. We're not going to have Jake. We're not going to have Logan. This is our team now. And a lot of the guys stepped up. Well, all of them stepped up in one way or another, whether they were actually playing on the field or whether they were actually in the dugout supporting the players, or even Jake himself, where he was supporting in ways of almost like a player coach. So, amazing feeling, to answer your question.
Last year's turbulent second half of the season began when Hile started feeling sick early in May. In a quick 24 hours, he was being rushed to Hershey Medical Center with a severe strain of the flu and kidney failure, and that was just the start of Hile's scary journey.
It was tough. I had to get a procedure done on my legs because I gained so much weight with fluid, push with the flu, that I had so much fluid came through my legs that they had to cut the sides open to release pressure, or else I might not have them today. And by the time that was done, they told me there was a good chance I wouldn't play again. And I said, that can't happen. This is the game I love. And I made my way back. It was tough, but I made myself back, and I'm just glad that me and Jake can come back healthy.
A month is virtually gone from Hile's memory as he stayed down at Hershey Medical for several weeks before finally returning home. Then began an arduous road to recovery.
I was in physical therapy from the end of June up until end of December. I'm still working with a personal trainer today, and I'm still not 100%, but I'm close, awfully close, and I'm just blessed.
Absolutely. I think even the doctors had told him when it looked like he was out of the fear of something drastic, that he might not be able to play baseball ever again. And boy, as time went by and November rolled around, and I watched him throw out here a little bit, and I thought, wow, he can make a comeback here. And in January, we really started getting into our preseason stuff, and he was coming regularly, and he was starting off with a 40-pitch bullpen, and he's worked his way up to a 70-pitch, and it's just unbelievable. That a little less than a year ago, the kind of condition that he was in, he could barely walk. Now he's out here, and we're hoping that he can be an impact player for us.
Not long after Hile went down, Nylund began experiencing problems of his own, and while his hospital stay wasn't near as long, it was enough to force him out for the rest of the season.
I went through myocarditis and pericarditis, which is the inflammation of the heart. So the sac around my heart swelled up to the point where it could be critical if I were to elevate my heart rate or anything like that. Well, I actually played a game that Monday, and then I went home that night and got 104 fever. And then by midnight, I was curled up in a ball just because I had so much chest pain that both my arms went numb down to my fingertips. So then I ended up going to the hospital that morning and found out what was going on.
With Nylund and Hile being out, Selinsgrove was unsure what to do. As Coach Byler said, there was a look of uncertainty among the players. But the team hung together and won 5 of their remaining 8 regular season games before picking up dramatic wins over Jersey Shore and Montoursville to come away with the district title. Nylund feels that the chemistry created is what worked for them last year and will continue on to this year.
Yeah, they came together really well. They were supportive for me and Hile both. We had very good team chemistry last year. Everybody bonded, everybody got along. And I think we're going to have a lot of that this year with everybody getting along together really well. And that's what made us so good last year, and that's what I think can make us good this year.
And after the season they experienced last year, that bond is sure to keep a team together. And that's the first and foremost goal this year.
Well, our main goal is to play as a team, win as a team, lose as a team. Team motto is very important to us, especially after what happened last year. I think the players realized just how important that was, because without that team relationship, I don't think we would have been as successful as we were to finish out that season. So that's our main goal. And of course, along those lines, we'd like to get as many wins as possible, and hopefully that leads to another district championship.
Selinsgrove's first game is scheduled for Monday as they kick off their 2017 campaign against Hughesville. Both Hile and Nylund will be there, suited up and ready to hit the field. For SCCV8 Sports, I'm Adam Hauer.